Welcome back to MTFC TV. Joining at this time is, I think it's fair to say, disappointed Dave Frecklington. Dave, what's your view on today's game?
Not sure if we've run over about 3 black cats at the minute, I'm being honest with you. We start the game with 6 players out, then we lose Craig King after 5 minutes. So it looks like another knee injury. I don't know what kind of luck, or bad luck, sorry, we much more that we need at the minute. So we're having to rejig everything again after 5 minutes. We're having to bring two new centre halves into the club to make their debuts today without working on anything. So we've gone a little bit more solid defensively, and we scored the first goal, which was great, but disappointed with both goals we conceded today. I mean, giving free kicks away 18 yards out in your own box is criminal, and they scored exactly the same goal today from that free kick than they did at Gainsborough on Tuesday, so identical. So we're back at 1-1, weathered the storm. Again, we have to change shape, and again, we think we've weathered the storm, and we're going to see the game out. They've obviously made changes, changed their shape. Again, it was an even game, and although we had 2 warnings with the 2 offside goals that we conceded, we didn't deal with the third one, and again a disappointing goal, no press on the cross, and free head at the back stick. He's just criminal, and we end up losing the game 2-1.
A lot of fans weren't happy with some of Farsley's conduct throughout the game. I think there are a few complaints that perhaps it wasn't sportsmanship, whereas speaking to the lads after, they've said they do what you got to do to win the game. Is that your thought as well?
Oh yeah, listen, if you're a supporter for us, you get frustrated, of course you do, but you do anything you can to win a football match, and for me, they're the best team. I thought South Shields were the best footballing team, which they are by far. But if you want to win leagues, Farsley have got the whole package for me. 3 big, strong centre halves. They don't mess about. They defend the box for 95 minutes, hardly concede goals, don't give you chances, make teams work hard. Midfield, just scrap and fight, put it on areas, put it on you all day. Front 3 are as good as anything in the league. But Spencer makes some turkeys. He should be playing in the Football League for me, but obviously they've got a real coup there, and they just grind you down, But I thought we defended really well all game. We matched them for large periods, and yeah, they're just clever. They're very clever, and their game management is up there with the best, and so why they're top of the league.
But exactly like I said at full time on the social media, there's a reason they are where they are. You've mentioned Craig King. He's come off injured. Seeing him after the game, he looks absolutely heartbroken, poor lad. How long are we anticipating he'll be out for?
6 to 8 weeks.
That's a big miss for your side there.
Well, it's just a norm, innit, at this football club. It's getting to the stage now where, I've never ever had to deal with the amount of, people might say, he's moaning, he's whinging. I'm just dealing with facts. I've never known a football club like it. You've come in, bottom of the league, we get a way of playing and a style of play. We end up having, I think it was 12 injuries at one stage early season. We get players back, we go on another run, we get injuries, we win last week, we have 3 out of the starting 11 from last week, injured, having to change shape, bring more players in. Craig King goes off injured, again another one out. It's just one of those seasons, you can't get any consistency. I look at their lineup today, there's one change from when we played them back in September. I think they've had the consistent 11 out now all season. You look at South Shields, same, Warrington, same. The teams up and around Nantwich, same. If you're on the bench for one of them teams, you aren't going to kick. So come to Matlock, you probably play every other week. It's just one of those things, and it's just got to stage now where it's beyond the joke. But we have to dust ourselves down and go again.
What do you think is behind the injuries? Do you think it's a case of just luck, or do you think it's about the training or the pitch, or is it just luck?
We train how we play. Chappie has a tight hamstring in training, don't want to risk it. Westy injured his foot last week scoring the goal. Tight calf, we don't risk him Tuesday, so he could play today. And I thought he was excellent today. Dwayne does his knee, not as bad as thought, but can't risk him. Greg, not as bad as first third, can't risk him. Taylor, Marshall, out for long periods. Lost count now. It's nothing to do with anything apart from bad luck. They're an honest group. They want to put the foot in. They want to get tight. It's work rate, and it's never questionable. It's just unfortunate, and it's just one of them seasons at the moment where everything we seem to to do or seem to try and improve. You know, we're at a brick wall and it's back to the drawing board. But in terms of going back to the game, I couldn't ask any more of the players. I thought stuck to the task. You know, they're having to deal with an inconsistent team week in, week out. We've had to change formation the last 2 weeks. Last week I thought we were brilliant at hiding. Again, changing 3 today, and then against the probably the best team in the league. You know, we've took them right to the death, and I can't ask any more.
I thought Chris Salt came in today, did very well, lucky not to score. I think a hair's breadth away from the ball going over the line. Toby Lees, we haven't had a chance to talk here. I say he was a bit of a late addition, but I think he's come in and done well today. What was you thinking behind bringing him in?
It was last minute. You know, we didn't know whether we was going to have Greg or Dwayne. The easy option would have been to play Ashton, which we was going to do. But you know, with the amount of interest that's around Ashton, the last thing I want him to do is do what is the norm at Matlock and walk on the pitch and trip up and get injured and be out for 10 weeks. So, you know, that would have been on my conscience if that was going to stop him getting any kind of professional deal. And it's more than putting the boy more than at the moment than the club. So I didn't want to risk him. Brad Beatson's only trained Thursday for the first time in 2 weeks. He's been ill, ear infection, played ill today. Lee Beavers has played on one leg for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So we said, look, we know we need to go to a back 5, get 3 centre halves in there that want to defend. And I thought Salty and Toby for the first games were excellent. And just unfortunate at the end there, we switch off and get done. So I can't fault Toby or Chris Salt as debuts go. I thought they stood up really well to, again, 3 excellent forward players for Farsley.
Going forward now, you've got 3 midweek before our next game away at Grantham. Is that going to give you a chance to hopefully let some of the injuries heal up a bit, give you a chance to work on things on the training ground from Tuesday and Thursday?
I don't know, I have to see how I might have 3 players left, I think. So we'll have to see how we are in training on Tuesday. In fact, it might be a case of just seeing what Mugger suggests, because again, you know, we have to make sure that everyone's going to be fit. You know, Brad and Beavers could do with the rest. You know, they're like I say, they're giving everything to the football club, and again, playing through the pain barrier, which I can't ask any more of. There's a lot of bruises in there, and lads having to patch up and play because others are out injured. So I think we just have to take stock. You know, get over today's game and see how we go on Tuesday.
I agree entirely. I don't think you could question any of the lads' commitment to the cause at all today. Right, thank you very much, Manager Dave Frecklington.
Cheers, thank you.